Ucraina nu se va opri până când își va elibera toate teritoriile. Declarația a fost făcută pentru Jurnal TV de șeful adjunct al biroului președintelui Ucrainei, Igor Zhovkva, care se află într-o vizită de lucru la Chișinău. Oficialul de la Kiev a spus că rușii sunt pregătiți, dar aceasta nu înseamnă că invadatorii nu vor fi înfruntați. Igor Zhovkva a mai atras atenția că agresorul nu este doar pe câmpul de luptă, dar și în interiorul țării.
Well, my president is telling that aggressor is not only on the battlefield, where he is visible. I mean, you have this Russian armed forces and you fight against them, but the aggressor is also inside the country and trying to burn the country from inside. This is also dangerous. And when what we in Ukraine cannot afford to ourselves is to have in these internal disputes, letting the aggressor or making the job of the aggressor easier. So that's why my president is telling there is no time for political disputes. Sorry, but there is no time right now for the elections. We are living in the martial law. We're a democratic country. We definitely are ready to have any kind of elections. But first we have to win the war.
Întrebat despre ritmul contraofensivei ucrainene, șeful adjunct al biroului președintelui Ucrainei a atras atenția că fiecare acțiune militară de acest fel este diferită de cele precedente.
This counter-offensive is also different. And the speed which it takes is also different. Yes, everyone wants to have it as quick as possible. But like my president is telling, not a Hollywood movie. You rush into this house and you kill everyone and you are the hero. No, Russians are also getting prepared. They made this defensive line quite good. But it doesn't mean we will not overcome this. What we will not have is this winter pause, which they are dreaming about. We will not stop, not for a single day. This autumn, coming winter, spring, unless we liberate all the territories of Ukraine.
Mai este mult de făcut, iar Kievul contează pe sprijinul partenerilor din vest, inclusiv la capitolul arme.
So definitely the situation is much better today than at the beginning, but if you ask me, is it enough? Certainly not, because had it been enough, we would have already won the war, the counteroffensive would have been successful, etc. You mentioned fighter jets. Fighter jets are important in several dimensions. They're very needed in order to protect our troops when they're having the counteroffensive. And at the same time, fighter jets are needed to protect our airspace. I mean, against the Russian missiles and drones coming in numerous quantities.
Igor Zhovkva a mai declarat că iarna care vine va fi mai dificilă decât cea precedentă, deoarece invadatorii ruși își sporesc capacitățile, însă și Ucraina este mult mai pregătită și echipată.
The Shahid drones which were fired a week ago, they were much more sophisticated than the usual Shahids which were fired against Ukraine. So they are much more prepared to attack. But we are even more prepared not only to defend and to counteract against the drones and ballistic and cruise missiles, but our infrastructure on land is much more prepared and equipped. Certainly, I will not tell you in the open interview what we did, but believe me, something very solid and concrete has been done by our local authorities, by our government. Unfortunately, right you are, the shellings will continue, and like we were telling the last year, we have all to survive this winter. By we, I mean Ukraine, I mean Moldova, because our systems are interconnected.
Cât privește calea de aderare la Uniunea Europeană pe care au pornit atât Ucraina cât și Republica Moldova,
we are collaborating already quite good on this regard. We are having this path together. We are overcoming this path together. We made most of the part of our 7 recommendations which the European Commission issued to us last June when we were granted the candidate status. You also did your job, your 9 recommendations. What do we expect? We expect a fair decision of all the member states to the EU. I mean, merit-based approach. Ukraine will fulfill all 100% of its commitments by mid-December.
În cadrul vizitei sale, șeful adjunct al biroului președintelui Ucrainei, Igor Zhovkva, a avut întrevederi cu autoritățile de la Chișinău și cu reprezentanți ai societății civile.